Hi everyone, this is Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a tamagoyaki with spinach, mushroom, and cheese. So we need to start with a little mushroom. I have this one, so that's what I'm using, but use whatever mushrooms you have on hand. So we're just going to chop this up into a nice small dice and pop that into a tray. Next, just a nice large handful of spinach. This disappears quickly as you cook it, as we all know. We also need some thin slices of cheese. I'm using mozzarella because it has a low melt point. You could also use American if you prefer that. Just slice it thin. Next up, we're going to crack 4 eggs into a measuring cup. I find it easier to distribute this way. And we're only going to season with 3 simple ingredients. We need a tablespoon and a half dashi. If you want to keep this vegetarian, substitute this with veggie broth, a teaspoon of mirin, and a teaspoon of soy sauce. That's it. Mix these up. We also need a very small bowl with a tablespoon of neutral oil. Now first we're going to cook our mushrooms. So in a pan, I'm using my Tamagoyaki pan because it keeps everything very straight. You can use a regular saute pan if that's what you have. We're going to cook our mushrooms until the moisture is pulled out and we get little brown bits. This is looking perfect. Take that out and let that cool down. We're going to lower the heat a little bit because it's not going to take long for the spinach to wilt. Probably like 30 to 45 seconds. Tip in our spinach and watch it disappear on you. Once it's wilted down, we're going to put this on our bench, let it cool down before giving this a little choppity chop and squeezing out as much water as possible. Now it's time to start rolling our tamagoyaki. So we're going to grease up our pan, whichever one you're using, with our neutral oil. I like to tip in a paper towel and rub up against the edges and the complete surface at the bottom. We're going to pour in a very thin layer just to coat the bottom of our eggs, tipping until everything is coated. And this should only take a couple seconds to start to cook and set up. Once the edges get white, we can start rolling up our egg. Now, normally I like to roll from the handle side down, but I'm going to go the opposite direction this time to show you what I'm doing. Just start gently lifting and pushing. Now, your first roll is not going to look pretty. It's like when you make your first pancake. It's an absolute mess, but this will all come together in the end. Once it's rolled up, we're going to grease again, pour another thin layer in, lifting up the edge that's already cooked so the raw egg gets underneath so everything seals together. Once that's in, we can go ahead and sprinkle in a little handful of our mushroom, a little bit of our spinach. Once the edges start to curl up, we can go ahead and start rolling it again. This is going to get prettier as you go, I promise. Press up against that end at the edge, just so everything seals together. Greasing again. Pouring in another thin layer of our egg. Lifting up so everything seals together. A little bit more mushroom. A little bit more spinach. And now we can start adding a couple slices of cheese. Different angle here. We're going to start rolling. Once again, don't be sad if something splits. We have another layer of egg to go. So just be gentle. I'm being a little forceful here, but I really wanted to eat this. Okay, last little bit. Greasing up. Last layer of our egg. Lifting. Mushroom. It's just a bunch of rinse and repeat here. Spinach. Last bit of cheese. And our last roll before this is pretty much done. So again, if anything splits, no big deal. We're going to just roll. And at this point, you really want to press against that edge to make sure everything is sealed up and nothing leaks out. And this is pretty much done. Put it on your workbench. Let it set up for a minute. You want it to cool down just a little bit so it doesn't fall apart before slicing into little portions. Now I'm going to garnish with a little scallion. You don't have to, it's optional. I just think it makes it look a little pretty. Let's check this out. This is looking absolutely delicious, fluffy, light, beautiful. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. The eggs are fluffy, you taste the dashi in here, you taste the soy and the mirin. The cheese is gooey and pulley. The spinach adds a little freshness. The mushrooms add this gorgeous earthiness. And this is absolutely delicious and really quite fun to make. But there it is. Cheese, spinach, mushroom, tamagoyaki. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me once again today. Really appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much again. And until next time, happy cooking.